We are less than 2 weeks away from that 2026 MLB trade deadline, and this year's race is one of the most jumbled we've seen in years. Monday, August 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's the moment every front office has been waiting for. After that, no more trade, just waivers and September roster that you're stuck with for the stretch. So today I'm breaking down exactly who's buying, who's selling, who's stuck in the middle, and the names that could actually get moved. I'm Zach Mason, and this is Zack Squaks Baseball. Alright, a quick refresher before we dive in. The deadline always used to be July 31st, but now MLB lets the commissioner's office set it any date between July 28th and August 3rd to avoid conflicting with team schedules. This year, that's Monday, August 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern. After that, any player on the 40-man roster can't change teams by trade, only through outright waivers. And here's the wrinkle a lot of casual fans don't know. A player has to be in their new organization by August 31st to be a postseason eligible for that club, even if they were traded earlier in August as a non-40-man minor league leaguer. Okay, rules covered, let's talk contenders. Every trade deadline needs a headline domino, and this year it's Tarik Skubal. The back-to-back AL Cy Young winner is a pending free agent, and after Detroit lost 21 of 25 games, once he hit the IL with an elbow procedure in early May, the Tigers looked like obvious sellers. But Detroit clawed it back into the AL wildcard picture in June, which puts them in the classic no man's land. Sell the best pitcher in baseball for a massive prospect haul or run it back and try to make a real October push with him on the mound. If the Tigers slide even a little in the next 2 weeks, expect Skubal rumors to dominate every single outlet through August 3rd. If they keep winning, this could be the rare year a true ace gets extended or simply stays put and pitches into the postseason for his own team. Either way, this is the domino that could set everything else in the market. Now let's start with the teams in position to add as of right now. This group is in the driver's seat headed towards the deadline. The LA Dodgers, the Atlanta Braves, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Chicago Cubs, the Tampa Bay Rays, the New York Yankees, and the Chicago White Sox. The Phillies are an interesting case. Since Don Mattingly took over as interim manager in April, they've gone on a scorching run, and with Dave Dombrowski's running the front office, nobody expects them to sit on their hands. The Cubs have been the most inconsistent good team in baseball all year. Hot streaks, cold streaks, repeat, but right now, they're in a wild card position, and their shopping list is basically pitching. All of it. Starters, relievers, lefties, righties, rentals, controllable arms. They need it all. Now, here's the fun part. Some of these buyers might sell pieces at the same time. Take the Cubs. Seiya Suzuki is a free agent after this season and would be highly sought righty bat. Would Chicago flip him for the controllable pitching even while buying somewhere else? Totally possible. That's how weird this market is shaping up. On the other side, a few teams already resigned to their fate. The San Francisco Giants, unsurprisingly the Colorado Rockies, and very surprising, the New York Mets. The Mets are the biggest names here after firing manager Carlos Mendoza in late June. They've reportedly told other teams that they're ready to sell. That's a stunning fall for a club that had postseason expectations entering the year. Watch names like Freddie Peralta, Clay Holmes, Luke Weaver, and AJ Minter all get connected to contenders. The Giants are sitting on maybe the best sell-high roster in baseball. Righty backs are scarce across the league. This summer in San Francisco's Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Luis Ariz and Rafael Devers are all drawing interest, plus starter Robbie Ray, who's been excellent in a contract year. Rockies, unsurprisingly, are out of it early. Colorado's roster of rental-type pieces like Willie Castro, Mickey Moniak, and closer Antonio Senzatella will be popular targets for bullpen-needy contenders. Beyond that trio, the Angels and Royals look like the likeliest teams to offload talent in the American League. The Angels have interesting complementary pieces in Jorge Soler, Reed Detmers, and Jose Soriano, while Kansas City could dangle Chris Bubich, Seth Lugo, and Michael Wacha to pitching-starved buyers. There's also a prioritizing the rebuild tier. The Cardinals and the Nationals are technically in the mix in the standing, but both are leading into building around young talent. So don't be shocked to see some selling from both, even if they're not full teardown mode. Now let's get to the too close to call teams. This is where it gets very messy because the wild card race is so jammed up this year that a single hot week can flip a team's entire deadline plan. A few examples. The Red Sox were 14 games under 500 in late June and looked like clear sellers. Then they won 14 of their next 16, ripped off a 15-game winning streak, and now are firmly in the wild card contention. Boston might be generally buy and sell at the same time, moving out rentals like Aroldis Chapman and Sonny Gray, or bringing in players with control beyond this season. The Orioles are trending from buyer towards seller depending on this week. If they buy, it's bullpen help and a starter. If they sell, outfielder Taylor Ward instantly becomes one of the most coveted bats on the entire market. Closer Ryan Helsley is also a name to watch either way. The Astros have plenty of righty bats teams covet: Jeremy Pena, Christian Walker, and Isaac Paredes. But whether they're buying or selling, those pieces depend entirely on how the next week or two goes. The Diamondbacks are another true coin flip. They got sell high names, like a starter with 2 years of control left, plus a stacked righty bullpen in Kevin Ginkel and Taylor Clark and Ryan Thompson. But ace Corbin Burns' return from Tommy John recovery could push Arizona towards buying instead. Other names stuck in the gray zone, like the Twins, Guardians, Mariners, Blue Jays, Padres, Tigers, as we already covered, and the Mariners. Miami looked like buyers just 2 weeks ago at the beginning of July, but has cratered since putting names like ace Sandy Alcantara back in the trade rumors if the losing continues. Now here's a cheat sheet of the names that could be wearing a new uniform after August 3rd. So starting pitchers to watch are Tarik Skubal, Sandy Alcantara, Freddie Peralta, Sonny Gray, Kevin Gausman from the Blue Jays, Robbie Ray, Reed Detmers, Joe Ryan, Michael Wacha, and Chris Bubich. And bullpen arms like Ryan Helsley, Clay Holmes, Aroldis Chapman, Luke Weaver, Adrian Minter, and Kenley Jansen. Position players like Willie Adames, Rafael Devers, Matt Chapman, Luis Ariz, Taylor Ward, C.J. Abrams, Jorge Soler, Wilson Contreras, and Jarren Duran. If you're a contender needing a righty bat, and almost everybody is this year because the league is generally thin on right-handed hitting, the Giants alone could solve your whole lineup problems. Bottom line, this deadline has a clear top story than most years. Does Skubal stay in Detroit or not? But a middle than almost a deadline in recent memory. A third of the league generally doesn't know which direction they're pointed yet. And that's going to make the next 2 weeks some of the most entertaining baseball news of the entire season. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who's the one team you think surprises everybody and flips from buyer to seller, or vice versa, before August 3rd? Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next one when the deadline deals actually start dropping. Thanks for watching.
Announcement that I would like to make: there is a gorgeous woman on my bed.
I know what I like, baby, I like you. Miss American Pie with the